The match day before decision day is here. We only have 5 matches to talk about today, so let's get into it. So, for our first match this weekend, Orlando City versus Vancouver Whitecaps. Orlando City currently 1 win, 3 draws, and a loss in their last 5 matches. Vancouver Whitecaps 3 wins and 2 draws in their last 5. The expected outcome in this one is a 2-1 victory for the Whitecaps to go on the road here. But we have to remember it is international break, so teams are missing players, and Whitecaps are missing a good bit. So are Orlando City. So it's not going to be the strongest sides. And Mueller is still there for the Whitecaps. Berhalter will still be there. And this Vancouver Whitecaps team does things to make sure they get the win, or they just win games. They find a way, but they are in Orlando. The win probability in favor of the Whitecaps in this one at 49%. Orlando's coming off of a draw at home against Columbus Crew, which is a struggling Columbus Crew side, in my opinion, where the Whitecaps are coming off of a 4-1 victory over the Earthquakes that we watched on a live stream. And Berhalter had a couple bangers for the Whitecaps, so is that a confidence booster for him? Orlando looked good at home in their last 5 with 3 wins, a draw, and a loss, where the Whitecaps 2 wins, 2 draws, and a loss in their last 5 road matches. I think that I went back and forth on this one. It's going to be close because of so many people being missing for international break. I like the expected outcome. I could see that happening, but for some reason, I think Orlando City are going to kind of get the job done there at home, and I think this match ends in a 2-2 draw there in Orlando. Now, for our next matchup, we have Inter Miami versus Atlanta United. Atlanta, this is your chance to get a dub because Inter Miami are without Messi and a few others, but Suarez is still there, Busquets is still there, so Jordi Alba is still there. So this international break is not really going to hurt Miami, but yes, I feel like they do struggle without Messi. Currently, Inter Miami, 3 wins, a draw, and a loss in their last 5. Atlanta United, a win, a draw, and 3 losses in their last 5 matches. The expected outcome is a 3-1 victory for Inter Miami there at home, which is understandable with how good they are and how bad Atlanta are. The win probability is 68% in favor of Inter Miami, and this one only 16% for Atlanta United. Inter Miami coming off of a 4-1 victory there at home against the Revs, where Atlanta United are coming off of a loss there on the road 1-0 over LAFC. I will say a positive note there. Atlanta United looked pretty good defensively, kind of shutting down Son and Bouanga. Yes, Bouanga did have that goal for LAFC, but it was very late in the match, and they did a good job because before that, it was LAFC scoring goals on goals on goals. So I thought Atlanta did good defensively. This would be another game to play good defensively against Suarez, Allende up top. So I think Atlanta could give this match. It could be a good game and a close one. And I'm going to go with it. I'm not going to go with the expected outcome 3-1. I don't think Atlanta win this because Inter Miami are at home. I think though that Miami get the win 2-1 over Atlanta United. Now, before we get into our next game, let's take a look at the Nerdy Soccer Table. We're coming down to the end of the season. Make sure that you get involved. The QR code is there on the screen. But currently, Let's Go Crew with 58 points in first place there. He is leading the charge with Joey Betts at 54. Samuel 22 coming in that third spot, 1 point behind Joey Betts at 53. M. Donovan, 51 points there in fourth. And then Frankie Danks in fifth with 45. Make sure to get involved. We're coming down to the end of the season. All 5 matches this weekend are out there for you to predict, just like how I'm predicting them here. We're going to do it all through the playoffs. Make sure you climb the leaderboard there on the Nerdy Soccer Table, and it's all good and fun. Now let's get back to our games. Next up, we have Austin FC versus LAFC. Austin currently 2 wins and 3 losses in their last 5 matches, currently on a 2-match losing streak, where LAFC have 5 wins in a row currently. They're just on fire, even coming off of a 2-0 victory against Toronto there in the midweek without Son or Bouanga. Austin, coming off of a loss to St. Louis City. Austin, I really thought that you were coming back. I really, really did. You need a result here for the playoffs. You need a result here. The expected outcome, though, is in favor of LAFC in this one, 2-1 over Austin with a 59% win probability. Austin, in their last 5 at home, 2 wins, 2 draws, and a loss. LAFC, 4 wins and a draw in their last 5 road matches. If Sun and Buwanga were playing in this one, I would 100% go with LAFC to win this one. Yes, LAFC's team is still really good even without those two. These guys have been playing fantastic as a team. And yes, Austin are on a 2-match losing streak, but I'm going to go with it. I think this is going to be my gut pick. I think Austin, because they need a result. LAFC, yes, they still need results, but without Sun and Buwanga, I think that Austin catches them off guard, and I think Austin's going to get it done there at home 2-1 over LAFC. Now, for our second to last match, we have Seattle Sounders versus Real Salt Lake. Seattle, 1 win, 2 draws, and 2 losses in their last 5 matches, where Real Salt Lake with 3 wins and 2 losses in their last 5, currently on a 2-match winning streak for RSL. The expected outcome, though, obviously is in favor of the home side there in Seattle, 2-1 with a win probability of 50% with a 25% for Real Salt Lake. Seattle are coming off of a 1-0 victory over the Portland Timbers, where RSL are coming off of a home victory 1-0 over the Colorado Rapids. This one, it's again, Seattle are going to be missing some players. Jesus Ferreira is questionable but De La Vega should be there. Roldan, Fry is still there, so they have a good bit. Jordan Morris is going to be there, so they still have a good bit, even though they have some out on international duty. And the same thing for RSL. I really want them. I really want them to make the playoffs, but people like the likes of Diego Luna are not going to be there for this match because of international duty. And I went back and forth on this one because I feel like RSL could go on the road and get a result, but only 1 point, because Seattle, even though I feel like they are losing some people, they're not losing a lot of people, and there's some suspensions for Seattle. So this gives RSL a chance, but to me, who else is playing well for RSL? That who's going to step up? Right now in the last 5 for Seattle at home, 3 wins and 2 draws, so currently on a 5-match unbeaten streak there at Lumen Field. RSL on the road, currently 3-loss streak with a win and a draw before that. I'm going to go this week. I'm taking some risks, and I think that RSL, even though everything that I just said, I think RSL are going to go on the road and get a point. I don't think that they win this match. I think Seattle's too good. I think it's one of those things that RSL is going to score late to tie it up, and this match is going to end in a 1-1 draw there at Lumen Field. And for our final match this week, we have LA Galaxy versus FC Dallas. The Galaxy, 1 win, 2 draws, and 2 losses in their last 5 matches, where FC Dallas, 3 wins and 2 draws in their last 5 matches. They are on fire right now. They're making a push. They're making a push for the playoffs, and I'm here for it. I really hope that they make it. The expected outcome is in favor of Dallas on the road here, and a 52% win probability with only a 27% for the Galaxy. Even though the Galaxy have won 5 at home and Dallas have only won 4 on the road. These two teams played each other the last time, and Dallas won 2-1 there at home against the Galaxy, and I think they might do it again here. Galaxy in their last 5 at home, 2 wins and 3 losses, where Dallas on the road are currently 4 draws in a row with a loss after that. I like this Dallas team. I like what they're doing right now, and I hope that they make a playoff. Hopefully they make the playoffs, and I think with winning this one, they either clinch or obviously it gets them one step closer to it for decision day. But I'm going to go with it here. Not really much to say about the Galaxy, very up and down this season, but I think Dallas are going to go in, get the job done, and win this match 1-0 over the Galaxy. Those are my picks. Tell me what your picks are down below for this week. Tell me if you disagree with me, agree with me. Also, make sure you give that video a thumbs up. Subscribe if you like the content, and I will see you for the next video.